Today, in Professor World's lab, I will be helping Aquro cope with the zoomies by focusing on energy experiments. Together, we will smash eggs with toy cars, build a balloon-powered vehicle, and I will be putting my life on the line, all in the name of physics. Let's go! Oh, hey everyone! You're probably wondering why Aquro is so tiny. Well, Barry, of course, accidentally put him in the dehydrator again. But even though his body is small, Aquro still has that big puppy energy. That's right, he's got the zoomies.
Aquo, 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 aquo.
Oh, that's a great idea, Aquro. Maybe to help you burn off some energy, you can help me with some energy experiments. Energy, huh? Get it? Okay, let's go. So just like how Aquro has all that pent up and stored energy, this car sitting at the top of this ramp also has stored energy, which we call potential energy. However, if we let the car go, that potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Now, kinetic energy is just the energy on an object when it's in motion. Speaking of which, it looks like Aquro's potential energy just converted into kinetic energy. Now, because our ramp isn't at much of an incline, our car didn't have much potential energy, meaning it didn't have much kinetic energy, so it barely tapped the egg. However, if we build our ramp up even higher, then our car will have more potential energy, meaning it'll have more kinetic energy, meaning it'll hit our egg harder and faster. Let's check it out. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, we almost lost our egg. Now let's gain even more energy by building our ramp even higher. Are you ready for maximum potential and kinetic energy? Let's go. All right, potential energy, kinetic energy coming in 3, 2, 1. Whoa, see what I mean? The higher that we lifted our ramp, the more energy our car had, meaning it hit our egg hard enough to actually crack it. Hey, Aquro, don't eat that! Now this car was powered by gravity. But what happens if we build a car that gets its energy from a different source? It's time for experiment number 2. Now remember, potential energy comes from where an object is or how an object is. So our car in the last experiment had a whole bunch of potential energy because it was sitting at the tippy top of the track. But this balloon, for instance, has a lot of potential energy because it's inflated with air. However, if we let it go, the air rushes out the back, sending the balloon forward, turning the potential energy into kinetic energy. Wow, that balloon sure had a lot of air in it. Wait. Oh, Aquro, gross! Ugh. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to build a car that gets all of its energy from air. Now, if you want to try this at home, make sure to ask an adult for help. Let's get started. Whoop. First, we are going to tape down straws that we've cut to size onto the bottom of our water bottle. Now, these straws are actually going to act as a base for our axle where we're going to attach our wheels. Now, our wheels are just bottle caps with a hole punched in them so that we can slide the dowel through. Then we put the dowel through our axle and add on the other wheel. Make sure it spins, spin, spin, and now we've added our front and back wheels. Let's test it out. Aw, see, now it's starting to look kind of like a vehicle. Next, we're going to attach what our source of energy is, which is our balloon. So we are going to rubber band it nice and tight onto the top of our straw. It's important that we make sure that this is airtight. Now we're going to thread our straw through the back of the bottle. Now it's very important to make sure it's angled downward so that the air can actually push against whatever surface the car is rolling on. Now it's time to inflate the balloon, and inflate the balloon, and inflate the balloon. Woo! And let's test it out. go! And ta-da! We have an air-powered car. See how the potential energy inside the inflated balloon turns into kinetic energy as the air goes out the back of the car? It's not a toy, it's a science experiment. Oh well, hopefully at least it'll help him burn off some energy. Now are you ready for the final energy experiment? You should be, because for this experiment, I'll be putting my life on the line. One of the most important rules to remember about energy is that it cannot be created nor destroyed. That means that if I drop this 100-pound weight that's connected to this rope, it's physically impossible for it to travel back further than it traveled forward. So if I let this weight go from my nose, it should swing just up to my nose without touching it. Remember, do not try this at home. Ready, Aquro?
Aku.
Okay, for science, 3, 2, 1. It worked! I didn't get bonked! See? Science doesn't lie. Thanks for joining me today as we learned all about potential and kinetic energy. We learned that a car higher on a track has more energy. We also learned how to build a car powered by air. And we learned that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. We'll see you next time for more... What was that? Oh! Okay. I have to admit, it was a fake weight, but can you blame me? I was nervous. I mean, my nose. Oh, go back to chasing your tail. Anyways, thanks for joining me, everyone, for these fun energy experiments. We'll see you next time. Bye!